Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Andy R, and this, as always, is the Brotherhood of Men, a channel dedicated to getting you guys as much information as I can give you so you can get a better outcome in your life. Now, what's today's subject? Well, I'm glad you asked. Today's subject is don't be that guy. What guy? That guy. The other guy. Don't be that guy. Now, if you're at a nightclub or if you're in a bar and you meet a strange woman, she comes over to you, she's getting flirty, hey, you'll chance your arm, you end up taking her to bed that night, and then you find out she's married, or she's got a fiance, or she's got a boyfriend, basically somebody she's made a commitment to. Guess what? You're that guy. Now, in that situation, okay, fair enough, you didn't know. You were just having your fun, and that's fine. That's the only exception to that rule. Otherwise, if you're that guy, you're a dirtbag. I'm sorry, I can't say enough bad things about you. There used to be a time, and it's not that long ago, but there used to be a time 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago that men regulated men. And what I mean by that is that in those days, if a guy was by choice philandering around with married women, engaged women, women who'd got boyfriends, as it was called then, when it was dating, the other guys in those groups, in those towns, in those villages, cities, etc., would take that guy aside and have a little chat with him. And what I mean by that is they would basically warn him off from continuing down that path, because every man in that group, in that village, town and that, saw that guy as a predator. They saw him for what he was. He was known as a cad. Well, nowadays we say he's a douchebag, and it is just a sack of crap, basically. But because we live in a more fractured society now, we don't have that community bond cohesion that we used to have. I mean, truthfully speaking, do you know all of your neighbours? I know I don't. You know, the next door, but that, and probably one more, but a bit further down the street, I have no idea who they are, because we live in a more fractured society. And because we live in a more fractured society, we're less able to, how can I put this? We're less able to regulate ourselves. The women used to regulate the women, and the men used to regulate the men. Basically, they taught you what it was to be a man and the things that you just didn't do. And you certainly didn't do it to your fellow man. So if somebody came in, a snake in the Garden of Eden, if you like, if they came in and started whispering honeyed words into a married woman or an engaged woman or a woman who was in a committed relationship, any of the guys who saw that happening, they would drag that guy away and basically have a word in his shell, like. And when I say a word, let's just say he was highly discouraged from that course of action, because each guy had picked a woman he was attracted to. And I've said this in other videos about jealousy and other videos, go and watch them, that if you're with a woman, you don't show these emotions because she's either yours or she's not. But when you've got somebody talking against you behind your back in your woman's ear, he's encouraging her to be unfaithful, and that guy is a danger to every man who is in a relationship, because if he can do it to, say, your friend, he can do it to your friend's friend and your other friends who are in a relationship. Now, some of the blame obviously has to be laid at the woman's doors. Of course, that goes without saying. The woman shouldn't need a chaperone, shouldn't need somebody to be their warden, their jailer, their moral compass, their Jiminy Cricket. They shouldn't need that. They can quite easily say, no, I'm not interested. But you see, these snakes, that guy, they're very good at what they do. They're very good at talking you down and saying that they deserve better. And funny enough, guess who the better is? It's them. So please don't be that guy. If you know a woman you're attracted to is in a relationship, walk away. Have nothing to do with her. Don't engage. If she later becomes single because of no fault of yours, hey, take your shot. Maybe you'll be in with a chance. Who knows? But if you know she's married, engaged, in a relationship, committed relationship, she's got a boyfriend, she's not just dating, hey, go for it. If she's just dating, you'll just become one of many like all the other guys she's dating. And as I've said before, she's not yours, it's just your turn if you get lucky. But if she's in a relationship, you don't be the snake in the grass. Don't be that guy. Don't get trying to seduce her away from the person she's with already. Even if you think the person she's with isn't worthy of her. Of course you'll think that because you want to get with her, so anybody she's with isn't worthy of her. But if you start trying to get her into bed, you become that guy. And let me tell you a little bit about being that guy. Not that I've ever been in that position, but would you like it to happen to you? I guess you're the guy who's so insecure that you get jealous if your woman talks to another man, because you're that guy. You're that guy who tries to get other men's women into your bed. So don't be that guy. And if you see somebody being that guy, have a little word with them. As I've said many times before, I find it a little bit strange when guys want to beat up the other guy, that guy, when the one they should be truly disappointed in and angry with, and I don't mean in a violent way, but well, like I said, disappointed and want nothing more to do with it. That's down to the woman. That woman knows that she's in a relationship and she still went and did that. Sometimes the guy doesn't know she's in a relationship, but that doesn't stop you being angry with the guy. But if it's that guy and you know what he's doing, then he needs to be discouraged from his actions. And if you're that guy, be prepared to be on the receiving end of some harsh words, shall we say. I think you know where I'm going with this. I can't actually just come out and say it because the Google algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, Google ultimately, will flag this up. So you know what I'm saying. Don't be that guy. Be a better guy. Be the right guy. And just watch out for that guy, because that guy is going to try and take your woman. As I've said before, you're attracted to her, so why shouldn't another man? Just be aware that out there is that guy. Anyway, my name's Andy R. This is the Brotherhood of Men. And if you agree with me, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree with me, let me know down in the comments. On the way up from there, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And also hit the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on future contents. And wow, have I got some future contents for you guys. Anyway, I'm going for a cup of tea because I think I've earned one. Bye now.